Good afternoon, you guys, and welcome to another video. So in today's video, we are creating a look using this palette, which is the What's the Tea by the Balm. This is an absolutely stunning palette, isn't it? It's like about a year old, but at the same time, I saw this palette in my collection and I was like, oh, there's so many pretty colors. So I figured I would create the look that I'm sliding to one of my sides right now because I don't really know where I'm going with this, but we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start off by going into my CC cream from DARPHIN with the SPF 30, and I'm going to use my hands pretty much to put it all on my face. DARPHIN is an absolutely great brand. They're from France and they do create the most luscious and gorgeous skincare products. Something I truly love about the CC cream is that it doesn't actually get chalky on your face, even though it's a CC cream combined with an SPF. And this brand DARPHIN, their specialty is skincare, so maybe not makeup so much, but I do feel that this CC cream is absolutely great and it matches any skin tone. For those of you who haven't checked DARPHIN out, I highly recommend their products. I think they're absolutely great. Then we're going into my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my all-time favorite and I haven't found a replacement just yet, but I hope that I finally will soon. I'm thinking about trying out the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, and I have this massive giant sit on my forehead right now, which is not appreciated. I have recently made a New Year's resolution, like in Mars, where I've decided to not pop any sits. I'm just going to let them be. And you all know that's a big problem. The people who doesn't pop their sits has the best self-control in life. I just realized that I forgot to prime my face, but that's okay. It's not gonna make a difference because we're using a CC cream which can actually act like a primer. So I'm going to sculpt my face using the Lovecraft Beauty, and I'm going to dip into this color right here. And I'm using a brush from Fahar. I'm just going to try to find some hollows in my cheeks because my face is really round, so I don't really have that. I wish I did, but I don't. I really don't. So I had some issues with this palette in the beginning, but it turned out that I was using the wrong brush for it to actually work. And now I feel that it actually works great and that it does what it's supposed to do. Like, there's not a lot of payoff in the pan, which means that I can actually build up the color. And I always make sure that I actually contour underneath my chin because I do have a little bit of a double chin, even though I wish I didn't. And I think it just looks great. I think there's a little bit of a hollow, but it's not too strong to make it look like I actually do have super hollows, because I really don't. I'm not that skinny and my face is quite round by itself. So here's a full-size picture of the pan, and I'm going to start by dipping into the natural eyelid primer, and I'm just going to run this all over my eyelids and all over my brow bone. Then I grab a fluffy brush and I dip into the color Oh Snap. I apply the color to the third part of my eye, really focusing it there. Then I switch up the brush and I fade it out and I blend it out towards the outer part of my face and into my crease as well. Now for the inner corners of our eyes, dip into the color He Said, She Said with that dome brush. This is a gorgeous iridescent purple color that is so shimmery in real life. Apply it to the inner and middle part of your eye. Blend it out to the color Oh Snap. To get that real popping effect, dip into the color Kiss and Tell and apply it on top of the purple shade that you just applied at the inner corner and middle part of your eye. Don't forget to put some underneath your eye as well at the first part. Then go back in with the fluffy brush that you used to blend your shadow and blend those two colors together to make a really seamless finish. Then top your lashes with some mascara. I am using one from Sephora and all the products will be linked in the description box down below. This is a great mascara that separates your lashes, creates volume as well as length. So I'm really into this mascara lately. As a final step, I added some black eyeliner to my waterline just at the third part, going back and forth, just to create a little bit more depth in the look, as well as darkening the lashes. Okay, so I did my brows off camera and I did it with the soap bar. And recently I've just posted a video on how I did it and I link it up here so that you know and so that you can click on it and know how I did my brows. But I didn't want to waste your time doing it because there's a separate video on how I actually achieved it. So now I'm just going to apply I'm going to heat up my face using palette that I use for my contouring, which is the Lovecraft one. And for this, I'm dipping into the color Suniva. And I'm just using a fluffy brush from Complex Culture. I actually love this brush and I love all their brushes. And just make sure that I pull this all over my face, that I actually want to get a little bit more heatness to it. And I think we look pretty tanned up, don't we? For my blush, I'm using my NUDESTIX Lip and Cheek pencil in Mustique. And I'm just going to apply this to my beauty blender, a lot of it. And I'm just going to use it to flush my face. So I'm just going to apply this until I'm a little bit flushed. And I always like to apply this to the apples of my cheek because I always blush on the apple of my cheek. So if I don't do that, I look ridiculous if I blush for reals. I'm just going to apply some of this to my lips as well. And I'm just going to add it with the pencil. The blush products comes in a little bit bigger packaging than this one right here. But I really, really like how it looks actually. I love that it's so convenient to bring with you for if you want to touch it up on your lips. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dip into my Flesh Twitch. This is a little bit of a highlighter. It's a little bit more to the gold side. I like this color. I think it's a pretty color. It's not too much of a bright highlight. It's a little bit more neutral because I don't want to overdo it because my eyes are doing quite a lot today, I feel. And there we go. We have a nice little glow. And finally, I'm just going to apply my Gloss Bomb by Fenty on top of this beautiful nude color from NUDESTIX. I think that this is pretty much the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I think it turned out really, really well. I'm really surprised that it turned out so well, considering I was a little bit skeptical when I applied the shadow in itself in the beginning. But I think it looks really, really pretty, and I really hope that you like it as well and that you find some inspiration for it. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you like this video if you like the look that I'm wearing, if you want me to create more like this, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and also ring the bell if you don't want to miss any videos by me in the future. Thank you again for watching, and thank you so much for stopping by. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye!